First of all, can you give us an indication of how many people actually drank and bought champagne year to date? As we see a recovery and maybe places reopening, what place does Champagne have in this?
Look, the Champagne region makes about 300 million bottles a year. This first quarter of 2021 was a very good quarter, so you could assume that they probably sold, the region as a total probably sold 70 or 80 million bottles, and that will be probably the number of people who had the pleasure to enjoy a wonderful glass of champagne.
Are you worried that the April frost will have a huge impact on the future harvest? I know we all saw those pictures that were really disconcerting about some of the grapes just being stopped in their tracks.
No, unfortunately not, because the Champagne region has been little affected by the frost, contrary to some parts of Bordeaux. And also we have reserves. The whole system of running champagne houses means that you always have reserves in case something like that happens. So if you had a year where you would have a poor harvest, you could still use some of the prior harvests up to a certain point. So we are in a very good place today when it comes to availability of champagne, and I can assure everybody who is aiming at going out to terrace and enjoy again being in the outside that there will be champagne, there will be Moet Chandon, Veuve Clicquot, and there will be an incredible innovation from Moet Hennessy, which is Chandon Garden Spritz, which is another champagne, it's a sparkling wine. It comes from Argentina, and it's a sparkling wine which is infused with a maceration of orange, which makes it very light and exciting.
That sounds delicious. Of course, that's all on the supply side, Philippe, but what about on the demand side? What kind of recovery have you seen so far in 2021?
The beginning of 2021 has been very good. I mean, you see some technical aspects like restocking of distributors and retailers. So that's, of course, more like a one-off. But then you also hear from everywhere in the markets that really an uptrading of the consumer. So consumers who would buy a lower quality sparkling wine go for higher quality, or lower quality wines go for higher priced wines. So there's clearly an uptrading in quality, and we are of course benefiting from that. So, and that's all across the globe. That's the case in places like Australia or the US, which have already largely reopened after the COVID crisis. But we also hear it from places which are still to reopen, like Italy or Germany or France.
And in those places that are not yet fully reopened, that have seen some more restrictions, do you expect the demand recovery to be then more robust coming out the other side? What does the forward-looking picture look like?
Yeah, we expect it. I mean, of course, people have moved to consumption at home, but we have seen wherever it reopens that people are just desperate to get out to the terraces to enjoy the different products, and so we do expect a very strong recovery of demand. There's a lot of safe money out there. I mean, this crisis was different from the financial crisis of the past, in the sense that people were not so much affected in their purchasing power. They were affected in their ability to enjoy themselves, to travel and all that. And so this accumulated savings are going to be spent partially in restaurants, in bars, and places where we are present. So from that point of view, we are relatively optimistic.
You have obviously a lot of brands and a huge product range. Where are you seeing the strongest demand?
Well, right now, high-end wines, our champagnes. I talked to you about this new launch we are doing, which is encountering a huge demand as we are starting the rollout. So sparkling wines, everything, our rosé wines, I mean, Chateau d'Esclans and Whispering Angel has been incredibly successful and will continue to be, in particular in the US. But you also see it in spirits. I mean, Hennessy has been flying out of the stores. Our whiskeys are doing very well, then Monge and Hardback. So you see it really across the portfolio that I would say that the weakest part, if there's one weak part so far, it has been the vodkas, because vodka is more of a high energy night drink. And so a lot of the nightclubs have been closed, so you haven't seen it there. But for us, it represents a small part of our portfolio, and it's really the only category which has been more difficult when in the rest of the portfolio we've been growing a lot. We're also seeing it, for instance, in Armand de Brignac, our new partnership with Jay-Z, which has seen its demand really go up quite a lot.
You know, we recently saw a launch of a new tequila from The Rock. You mentioned Jay-Z. Obviously, George Clooney is in the spirits business. More and more celebrities are getting involved. Is that a trend that's set to continue, Philippe?
Yeah, I think it's going to continue. I mean, they bring a lot of energy. They bring a different perspective. Many of them are very credible in what they do, and they are really sharing their passion with their customers. And so I think it's credible. It gives a new perspective. It gives energy to the category. And yes, I'm sure we are going to see others like that.